The world we live in isn't free. Yep, nothing's free here. Everything costs rectangles, or paper, or if you want to just call it money, whatever you want to call it. I call it a few things. I call it rectangles, I call it paper. Some people may even call it cotton, I guess. Money, smelly rectangles. Alright, let's cut the chase. Anyway, so yeah. Everything costs money, even your health. You know, it cringes me so much when you hear the word healthcare. When they give zero fucks about your health, it's all about the wealth. If you have the wealth, yeah, they'll try to do the best they can for your health, but that's only if you have the wealth. If you don't have the wealth, they can give two shits about your health. I'd respect them more if they were just honest and say, you know what, let's change the name to wealthcare, because it being called healthcare is a complete lie. Complete lie. Complete friggin' lie. That's why, in a crazy kind of way, I salute the guy Luigi for what he did, killing that CEO. Because all they really care about is this. And that's the whole reason why he did it. Now, with that being said, I'm not saying what he did was right. It's not right. It's wrong in every way. But at the same time, I kind of hope they free my man Luigi. Because it's just such a disgusting... It's a disgusting life. How money comes first before anything. Money's all we care about. Obviously, it's all we care about. We have things that can help people, but if they don't have money, we can't help them. We have enough resources in the world for everyone, but it all comes down to if you have this to afford it. Food-wise. No one deserves to starve. No one deserves to freeze their ass out in the cold, brutal winters. You know? But that's how it goes if you don't have this stupid shit. If you don't have this stupid shit, this is the hell we gotta go through. A life we ain't asked for. A life none of us asked for. Now we're here, and now we gotta suffer the consequences. Meanwhile, I ain't asked for this shit. And now this is the hell I gotta go through when I didn't even want any of this. I was perfectly fine when I didn't fucking exist. Sorry for saying the F word a lot, but, you know, I was fine when I was in a non-existent state. Now I'm in an existent state that revolves around cost. I gotta pay for every little thing. I gotta pay to eat. I gotta pay to be hydrated. I gotta pay to have clothes on my body. I gotta pay to keep my hair intact, which I'm gonna need a haircut again, as you can tell. Oh, I need paper for that, you know. I have to pay to keep my eyes protected from the sun, because if I lift this, the sun hurts my eyes. Money for this chair at the time to sit down. I mean, it's just so disgusting. You pay for everything around you is because of money. Everything you look at all got there for money. And it's disgusting. I sometimes look around like the environment, I'd be like, damn, all this is for money. None of this all would have been here if it wasn't for having money. Me making this video, I need to have money for a phone, for a camera, for Wi-Fi, for internet, whatever you want to call it, all of the above. It's just, we have no power without it. None whatsoever. We're considered useless, basically, without it. We're considered a pile of trash without it. We're not even looked at as a human being if we don't have it. That's the true sad part of it all. I mean, the whole thing is sad, but you get what I'm saying. It's just crazy how overrated it is, to where it comes to the point where we'll let someone starve. We could save someone's life with an operation, with something, but we won't do it unless he or she has the funds to do so. That's where money shouldn't be involved. That's where the goodness of kindness should be involved. But that's the thing. There is no kindness in this world. We don't give a fuck about anybody. Only care about ourselves. We're self-centered, you know. The hell with you. As long as I'm doing good, that's the attitude. People don't care about each other anymore. When did really people really care about each other, period? But now it's like a whole nother level of disrespect, you know? The funny thing is how we'll literally take someone's life for money. Like a hitman gets paid to kill certain targets. Hey, I'll give you such and such if you take that person out. All right, how much money we talking? 10 G's or 10K, however you want to say it. All right. Let me get the sniper one sec. Alrighty, buddy, come on. Nice, steady shot. All right, smile for the gun. Can't say camera because, you know, it's not a camera, it's a gun. All right. All right, do I get the money? Sure, right here. All right, cool. There you go. It's just, it's crazy, man. It feels like a video game. It feels like a whole simulator, I guess you could say. Like a lot of people swear that we're living in a simulator. Now, I'm not saying that we're truly living in a simulator, but I wouldn't be surprised. And with that being said, it definitely feels that way. I'm not saying we're in a computer, but it feels that way, I guess you could say. You just feel like when nothing makes sense, you're like in some kind of weird, like we're all in a state of how the hell did we get here? How the hell did this all begin, whatever? How did this all become about? And that's actually another thing I wanted to mention, how there's a lot of mass shootings going on. And the truth is, why I truly believe, now, I'm not saying it's definitely true, but this is just my opinion of what I think could possibly be a cause of it, of what could be, making it happen more. Games nowadays, shooting games and shit. You get these people that play video games, they, like whatever game it is, and they probably, you get some mental people that be like, hey, it's fun doing this. I want to try and do it in real life. And then you never know, you get crazy people that do it in real life. That, and also, which I also said in previous videos, just the way life is, everything's getting harder. People are losing it more. People are just cracking more, like an egg. Like people just are fed up. And in a way I can understand, but not, with that being said, I'm not saying it gives the okay to just pop, but these are the causes of why this could be happening more and more. Because think about it, life always sucked, right? And this is just to prove it in a way. Life's always sucked. So there was always things like this going on, but it wasn't as bad as it is today. Now it's funny, things got worse today. Everything's becoming more expensive. Now mass shootings are becoming more of a thing. Does it kind of like ring a bell there? Think of it in the past. In the past, things like this happened. The fire was always burning, like they say, which it was. But now, the cost of living's going up. Food, groceries, all shit like that's going up. And it's getting harder. And then now, ain't it a coincidence now that crimes are going up more, shootings are happening more and more? It's a whole domino effect. And that could be the main reason why you hear this going on more and more. And also could probably be because of these games, these shooting games and shit. But I truly believe it's more of just how life's getting harder. That's just my opinion. But I think it could be a fact, to be truthfully honest with you, because you look back in the past, things were bad, but when life wasn't as bad, but bad things always happened. But now it's just, I don't even know how to describe it in today's life, so right there, that kind of just gives a subliminal right there. The true lucky people today, in my opinion, are the old generation, people that are 80 years old and plus, meaning higher. Older, I should say, 80 or older, because they don't got too much more time living on this planet, and they're lucky. We're the ones that are in shit's creek, because we got to go decades and decades here in this dump. And I can already see it getting bad, and I can only imagine how much worse it's going to get in just another 10 years from now, and in another 10 years, and therefore, the old people, I truly envy. But at the same time, I don't want to get old, because it sucks to be old. But one thing I envy of them, they don't got too much time left here. They could die any day. If someone's 95 years old and up, or even 80, around 80 to 90, it could be any day. It could be any day. And just knowing that would give me some sort of peace and joy, because knowing I could escape this at any moment, like it could be any day that I could just finally leave this hell once and for all. But, and then plus, just in general, the truth is, even at a young age, we could die anytime too. There's young people that get heart attacks. There's young people that go to sleep and they, but of course it's more of a prone thing to happen when you're that age, 80 and up. But truth is, life could end for you anytime. And with the shootings going on, you just never know. Like I always say, getting in a car, you may not make it to that destination. And then this is where I say we have all this stress, have all these worries for a life that's just not even guaranteed. You're not guaranteed a tomorrow. Even though we keep making it, and even though we keep living another tomorrow, it's truly not guaranteed. Because anything can go wrong anytime. And this is the shit we got to deal with. All the stress, all the worries, all the anxiety, and you name it, for a life that's not even guaranteed a tomorrow. Something bad could happen to any one of us anytime. Not saying it to sound dark, not saying it to scare people. I'm just saying it because it's the cold truth. Anything can happen. I can die tonight. I can go to work or wherever and not make it. Anything can happen. You hear people getting run over, and then they just keep going, hit and run. It's just, there's so many bad things in life that could happen, and yet we have all this stress, all these worries, for when life could just be over just like that, and it's like it never even happened to begin with, And yet these are the things we got to deal with. It's just crazy. It's crazy. It really is. When you really think about it, when you really think about the whole picture clearly, you could totally understand where I'm trying to come from. I mean, it's just common sense, really. It doesn't take a genius or a rocket scientist to add all of this up. It's just open your damn eyes and look around, Funny, when a baby's born, the first thing they do is cry. It's like if they see that quick vision of what hell they were brought into, and then a few seconds after, it's like wiped out, and then they're like, go, 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 ga, 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 ga. You get what I mean? Like, it's like they see some kind of vision when they're first born. And, it's just, why? That's the big question. Why does every baby cry when they're born? What's the scenario behind that? What's the story behind that? A lot of people say because they see a vision of what they were just brought into. And that's why they got like that split second of that awoken knowledge to see what they were brought into, and it just probably made them cry their soul out, their spirit out, whatever you want to call it. And then it just wiped away. And then now they're all like calm, maybe giggling a little bit, or just, whatever, sleeping, whatever. But it's like, it's just funny. Every baby mainly cries. They say if a baby don't cry, it's not normal. Well, I tell you this, I definitely cried. I'm crying now too, to this day. But anyway, guys, I think I'm going to wrap it up for now, guys. Love you all. It is a beautiful day. It is a beautiful day. I just wish life itself was the same. But it's not. But anyway, till next time, guys. Peace out. Take it easy. And please get spayed and neutered if you think about having kids. If you're smart enough to know not to have kids, then you can keep your genitals. But, kidding around. But anyway, peace out. Love you.